I'm gonna just go and we'll figure it out. So you're the youngest living Medal of Honor recipient,
Correct.
right? Um, and that's something that's an accolade that's not too easy to come by, right?
Yeah, and I don't recommend trying.
What does it take to get that for people that don't know how substantial of an acknowledgement that is?
That's a really good question, one I've not got asked yet. But the investigation was roughly 2 years, done by the Marine Corps and the Department of Defense. And the investigation, which I have on my email right now, is, I believe, 254 pages.
Wow.
With everything from pictures of the roof and the hole that was blown in the roof that was from the grenade blowing down through the roof because of my body weight and my body armor being, I guess, stronger than the roof. To, we were on this deployment when I got injured. Thankfully, my Marines that were with me that day on November 21st, 2010, after they wrapped up that deployment, obviously I'd already been medevaced. They came back to the United States for about 7 months for some R&R, and then deployed right back to the exact same area. And 7, 8, 9 months later, after they got there, the Marine Corps got an armored convoy and took all the Marines that were still with our unit, that were on that deployment, back down to the compound where I was injured, and made them, redo their eyewitness statements and everything like that, and did everything.
And everything had calmed down in the area by then? They were able to do that, or was it still pretty hectic?
So our unit went 3 deployments pretty much in a row with those 7-month breaks in between, back to that same area. And the first time we went over there, the deployment where I was injured, every single day from sunup to sundown was just truly a fight for survival. But then by the third time going there, kids were starting to learn to set up local schools. Mm-hmm. We had built the beginning stages of stability and infrastructure with new, cleaner water wells and paved roads, which is absolutely huge and life-changing for the people over there.
So you guys got to actually see the work that you were doing take hold in the area?
Yes, my fellow Marines did. And
does that happen a lot, or is that kind of like a gift that a lot of military people don't get to see? Because a lot of times I don't think people realize that you're going into an area to try and bring peace, although you have to go through the war to get it. You have to take down the enemy and the bad guy to make sure that the people that are not the bad guys in the area have a chance of survival and living a decent life over there. You go in there not to fight. I mean, obviously you have to fight. It's part of it. But you're going there to try and make it a better place.
Exactly. That is perfectly said. And, just to give people context about, why we're wanting to push these bad and evil people out and, truly help the people on the ground there that are so oppressed by the Taliban. I was talking to some kids one day through an interpreter, and one of the kids asked me, is everywhere in America like Disney World? And can you really go into a room in your house and turn a magical knob and get fresh, clean drinking water? And can you, what is school, one? And can you really go and learn somewhere without, being scared that you're going to get killed because you're trying to learn how to read? And so all of those little moments just really put into perspective for me, not only, there's always the big political reasons that are out there for why we're over there. Mm-hmm. But, every night when I laid my head down on my pillow and I truly had the thought of, is this going to be my last time, going to sleep on this earth? And I was comforted in being there and knowing what I was subjecting myself to as far as the risk and potentially being a casualty or killed, because, there's all those big reasons, but really when your boots on the ground and you're there experiencing it and seeing it, I was comforted knowing that no matter what happens, and even if it is my last night laying my head down on my pillow, I am here just helping a fellow human being that is struggling and that just hopes for a better life and just longs to one day wake up and taste the freedoms that we enjoy and have here.